Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. So, Jnani's Lakshana, the indication or the lifestyle of a realized soul, is being discussed. Today also we will continue that. Today is verse number 52. Upadhisthopi tadharmaihi. In your book, there is sandhi, joining, so word is together. We have to split it. Okay. Upadhisthopi tadharmaihi alipto vyomavan munihi. It is there ralipta. So visarga changed into ra. So when you will split it, ra becomes a. Upadhisthaha api tadharmaihi aliptaha vyomavat munihi sarvavin mudhavat tishthed asakto vayuvaccharet. Sarvavit mudhavat tishthed asaktaha vayuvat charet. Okay, together. Upadhisthopi tadharmaihi alipto vyomavan munihi sarvavin mudavattishtet asakto vayuvaccharet. Upadhisthaha api. Though this realized soul is associated with conditionings of name, body, etc., power, position, and tad dharmaihi, by their attributes. Aliptaha means naliptaha, untainted. Vyomavat, vat means like the vyoma. Vyoma means space, akasha, vyomavat. Munihi, the one who is contemplative. Sarvavit, one who knows everything. Mudhavat, like what? Like a mudha, like a fool. Tishthet, may remain. Asaktaha, na asaktaha, is asaktaha, unattached. Vayuvat, like vayu, like the wind. Charet, may move about. Though that realized soul, Jnani, lives in the conditionings, in the various conditionings, just as the space, The contemplative one may remain like a fool, ever concerned with anything, or he may move about like the wind, totally unattached. So, these examples Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji has used, we think, sorry, our acharyas think that it is from the Bhagavatam. Okay, so prose order. उपाधिस्थः अपि मुनिः तद्धर्मैः व्योमवत् न लिप्तः सन्. So easy, so easy. Just try to concentrate. उपाधिस्थः अपि मुनिः तद्धर्मैः व्योमवत् न लिप्तः सन्. So how he lives? Sarvatra मूकवत् तिष्ठेत्. सर्वत्र वायुवत् न आसक्तः संचरेत्. Clear? So easy to understand the sloka. So the upadhi we are having, because body is the biggest conditionings and identified with that body. I firmly believe that this body is the Vakar. And I am that. That is upadhi. But a realized soul is never tempted with that conditionings. Not only conditionings, even of the conditionings attributes also. Like a space, sometimes it is covered with the dust, but space gets never tainted, never attached with that. He knows everything else, yet he remains like deaf and dumb, and he never confines himself with a particular place. He moves like wind. I will explain everything else, why wind, everything. Likewise, a realized soul moves everywhere without any attachment. So we can remember the story of King Bharata. And another example I will tell from Bhagavatam. Sarvatra Mookavat Tishthet. See, he knows everything. Everything means not everything with all details. He knows the substratum of everything. Yet, he has no lokaishana. What is lokaishana? We are having three ashana. That three Ashana compose our whole life. Putra Ishana, desire for son, means desire for lust and other things. Vitta Ishana, desire for acquiring wealth. And the very dangerous is Lokaishana. What is it? It is our dream that nobody will condemn me, criticize me. Everyone, each and everyone should praise me. Once Swami Vivekananda told a very, very important thing, that we spend our maximum life to prove what we are not actually. So, Lokaishana means everybody will listen to my order. Everyone will listen to me, will be obliged to me, will be dedicated to me, will be devoted to me. Hmm. Very badha will be. I forgot that English of badha. Hmm. Sometimes doesn't come in the mind. That always listen to me. This is our dream. I will govern the whole society. Whole society will listen to me because I am Jnana Vriddha. I know everything else. Everyone will listen to me. Very obedient. Everyone will be very, very obedient. Thank you, Shreyasi, for writing me the particular word. This is our dream. But it never happens. You know very well. One son, he is not obedient. One wife or one husband is not obedient and dedicated to each other, and we dream that everyone will be obedient to me, everyone will listen to me. This is our ashana, desire. A jnani knows it is a delusion, it never happens. We can't make happy everyone else. So that avinivesha, one word is called genophobia. One word is called genophobia. That everyone will look at me, everyone will be as I want. What I think, in that way, everyone will think. This is a disease called genophobia. So, in one word, no locationah means the jnani is free from the disease genophobia. you know. So he remains like that while in this body. And final mukti, final liberation, videha mukti, is happens when the result of karma is ends, gets ended up. Praman, what is the proof of that? Shruti. In Chandogya Upanishad, Chandogya Shruti 6.10.2, it is there. Tasya tavad eva chiram yavat na vimokshe atha sampatsye. So it is telling Jivan Mukti, liberation while living, doesn't depend on Videha Mukti, means as long as we are free from this body. Because the body remains until that past prarabdha karma gets finished. There is no connection with the knowledge. That is why we see realized soul like Sri Ramakrishna, Ramana Maharshi, Swami Vivekananda, our Pujya Gurudev. Everyone realized the truth, yet the body was continued for prarabdha. And for that, we are benefited, we are over here. I am getting the chance to blabber, and you are getting chance to listen to Shruti Mata. In Svetaswara Upanishad 1.10, it is there, Bhuyah cha ante Vishwamaya Nivrittihi. After gaining, after attaining the knowledge, Jnani, he becomes Jnani. And after dropping of this body, the same. So, a realized soul is always, means, what is sannyasa? Old Swamis tell that the whole world is dead to a sannyasi, and a sannyasi is dead to the world. That is why when a sannyasi dies, there is no hard and fast rule for the post rituals. Because realized soul may die in the midst of jungle, midst of water, on the top hill. Vultures, tigers may eat his body. Doesn't matter, because he had no connection with that. But who are not realized, there is some ritual is required according to Veda for our better life after death. Now the question will be that why after passing away of many Mahatmas like our Gurudev and other things, a lot of rituals happen. Yes, this is for the sake of the devotees, not for him. Like in each and every ashram, there is a temple meditation room. This is not for the jnani. This is for his or her devotees who has not reached the goal yet. This is the explanation I did by Shankaranandaji. Shankaranandaji is the very disciple of Panchadashikar. Hmm. So it is the Vyakha of Shankaranandaji. So, what is sannyasi's entertainment? The entertainment of a monk is different or realized soul. Whenever at the stage of life, the mode of entertainment is different. The mode of entertainment of a 3-year-old boy or girl is different from the 30-year-old boy and girl. At the age of 5, 6, 4, the toys are so important for us. But the same toys at the age of 30, there is no value. So api word is used means even though he has upadhi means panchakosha. In Bengali, upadhi means title, surname. I have heard in Gujarati upadhi means problem. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. So panchakosha means problem. But Jnani is also panchakosha. But tadharmaihi aliptaha is unattached with that bodily ailments, body and bodily ailments. And Muni means you are the Muni. Mananat Muni, who does mananam, who does thinking, meditation constantly. In one night, nobody becomes a realized soul. In English proverb, Rome has not built in one night or something. Likewise, a jnani, a realized soul, never becomes in one night. It's not a one night game. Only a wise person knows how to acquire knowledge. He can appreciate others also. If you talk to a jnani ever, if you get chance to meet any realized soul, you will see how he looks at the jagat, all events. It's an absolutely different way than a common man. Like when a girl child becomes a mother, she can understand what her mother did for her and to run the whole game of household. Likewise, when a student becomes a guru or teacher, then only he can understand what a guru does for a student. I am ever obliged to my gurus. So Muni, how he spends his life, he exhausts his past karma without any attachment. Ramana Maharshi had severe cancer on the hand. So some devotees used to apply ointment. Raman Maharshi appreciated it, accepted it, and told, "Mitti pe mitti laga raha hai." Applying clay on the clay means prarabdha karma. He is suffering without any attachment, like space is untouched by anything else. He is sarvavid, knower of all, but he lives like a fool, mooda, means like a common man. If anyone provides him any inferior job in comparing with his quality, he never minds. One of our Swamis live in Chicago. I met him in Sandipani. He's so loving, you know. Last 25 years he is in Chicago. So one of the students came from Washington DC, and he was telling that, you know, when he arranges any uh, class or any, you know, retreat, when everyone sleeps, Swamiji gets up in the midnight and he arranges our shoes in a proper way. He cleans the toilet as nobody gets disturbed in the morning, and does it in the midnight as nobody can know who is doing. See how beautiful. So it should be learned that not a single bit of work is inferior. Everything is Guru's seva. Suppose the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, who always, in the man of justice, gives order, do it not. Suppose his finger pierce into the eyes, does he orders that this finger will chop off? Or the five fingers does like this to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. If a very tall man with a lot of mass, 60 inches chest, if you tell just I am having a small pin and I want to pierce in you, what place will you choose? Your head or ears or nose or tongue or feet or hand? Where? That man with superpower tells no, no, no. Everything is me, my dear, my fingers, my head, my nose, my ears. It's better try to my neighbors, not to me. Everything is not similar. The nose is not like the ears are not like the tongue is not like the eyes. Yet we feel that the whole is me only. Likewise, a jnani, when lives in a society, in a transactional world, he feels the whole creation is one. So that is why he has no jealousy, no attachment, nothing else. He knows he is not doing anything else, and he moves like air. In Hindi, there is a very nice proverb, Ramta Sadhu, Bahta Pani. Everyone says that, I dipped in Mother Ganga, Holy Ganga. But if I ask you, what is Ganga? Can you tell? Because it is always flowing. Which water you? Ganga is the name of the flow. Like Jnani is the name of the flow. He moves around with his joy. Nobody can touch his joy also. A Jnani, a Jivan Mukta is unattached. Prarabdha goes on. Karma phal goes on. But he remains like a space. Means total non-association. Asangatva is the main lakshana of Brahman and Brahmajnani. Vayuvat charit is when the wind flows, it carries sometimes fragrance, but it drops after sometimes. Jnani also mix up with the people, but not keep the impressions for a long time. Space example was given to show there is no association, no connection with the Jagat world. In Vyavahara, he become one with them. People's joy, people's sorrow. In Holy Mother's life, we will see when any devotee is sharing her sorrow with Holy Mother, Mother is crying, crying more than her. And really, and someone told Mother, this is the time to offer food for Sri Ramakrishna. And Mother simply went away as if nothing happened just few seconds back, completely unattached. And Vayuvat, like wind, it is carrying, it drops. In Bhagavatam, it is there that there was a king like Yadu. He received one avadhut. So Maharaj asked him, how you are so cool, so chill, so relaxed, when the whole world as if burning. like forest fire, but you are like cool ocean. Told, yes, the animals run here and there because they don't know where to go. Likewise, samsari householders also doesn't know where they will get relief from the snarls of households. But a jnani sitting on the fire remains like cool lake. Avadut told, I am having 24 gurus, 24 teachers. Means from the nature, he learned everything else. We will come after that. So in Tattva Bodha, we saw Jivan Mukti Lakshana, and tomorrow we will see Videha Mukti. This is an extra concept in Atma Bodha. So in this verse, the state of a Jivan Mukta is described further, actually. The perfect man is one who has renounced all his clinging attachments to the finite sense objects. The mind has a tendency to hold on to something or other, and what is the alternative offered here? It is the constant bliss in him, not blister, bliss. But what happens when sometimes he appears to be seemingly associated with the world, like our Gurudev, like Swami Vivekananda, our Guruji, my acharyas, even though they may be outwardly cognizing and appearing to be aware of their existence, but they are not bound by them. For them, or for a realized soul, he is a free man now, free from conditionings of body, mind, intellect. As an illumined person, he has learned to live constantly in that knowledge, and the conditionings have no weight to pull him down. He may move about like a devil, like a child, or as a drunken man, but he is not really so. He lives in the greater intoxication of Godhood and in the subtler joy of self realization. He may serve the society or he may not. A lot of jnanis are there who are seated on the top of the Himalayas. I have met them. They will never come down. Like our Tapovan Maharaj, the teacher of our Gurudev, he never came down. But see our Gurudev. So there is no hard and fast rule that Jnani must have to serve. He may serve the society or he may not. All the same, put him in any situation and he will handle it without getting affected in the least by his actions or the results of his contact. He is a sthita prajna of the highest order, explained so elaborately in the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, when Bhagavan Sri Krishna was asked by Arjuna, Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava. Bhagavan replied from 54th slok to 72 slokas in Bhagavad Gita, second chapter. The sky appears to be blue and a little gray, but the sky itself is not really so. Similarly, the Jivan Mukta, the realized person, may seem to be associated with the conditionings and may wander as an ordinary man in the workaday, workaday world, but he gets into that role and comes out of it unattached and untainted like the wind. Hari Om Tat Sat.